Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. I am sorry all of my rodents are sleeping, so no living flesh rodents. I mean, all of my hamsters. Dr. Snurf against the wall is sleeping. Little Figmo is sleeping. I had little Saber/Cream out earlier, and she was sniffing and snurfing. She's sleeping. Little Dust Mop/Dumpster, he's sleeping. Little Gojira sleeping inside of her mason jar. So all of my... I think little Figmo is actually awake now. He was sleeping. Now he is drinking some water. So thumbs up for that. But he's underneath the two hamster cages I have up top because I like to have him covered so that he doesn't freak out over everything. So it's not like I can just reach down and grab him. Last night, I actually reached down into his cage and picked him up, and he let me do that. I didn't even have to chase him. I just reached down and picked him up, and he's still doing well. He's a good hamster. He's just, because he's so nervous is why I just like to leave him alone. I mean, I still talk to him, and I look at him, and I pick him up periodically. I just don't pick him up as much because he's just so nervous. Now, I can't remember the name of the site, so hopefully I'll have like a thing here or something such, but there are people that have channels that are just insanely popular, and it is just the absolute lowest of the lowest hanging fruit types of channels, where they don't even talk over it. They just take posts off Reddit and then use a text-to-speech thing to read the post, and then that's their video. And they get millions of subscribers with millions of views, and you can pump those things out just with no effort. It's the lowest of the low-hanging fruit. Some of the people that do this sort of thing, though, I do watch. Now, there's this one, I can't remember it was stated what the channel name is, but the guy goes, it's MK, EMKAY, I think. But the guy's like Damien of MK. And he's the reason, actually, that I watch and listen to this, because I watch and listen primarily for people and what they say about, news or their opinions or what they like or just what they're doing. I just like the way they act and they talk and they do stuff. Now, this Damien of MK, he really gets into it. And there's some people that I follow because when they're laughing, they have a very genuine, infectious laugh. You can usually tell when a laugh is not real, because pushing a laugh and actually laughing, one is calculated, the other just happens. And you can tell, largely. Well, some of these people, like Damien of MK, he laughs a lot while he's doing this because he reads them out and he reacts to them real time, and he's just got a very infectious laugh. And I was watching some of his videos just before recording because they were funny. I was laughing out loud just because I like to listen to this guy. It's like there's this one fellow of this one channel called Let's Game It Out. And the guy's name is Josh. And the guy is one of those people that... There's two people primarily I watch. Well, three. But they don't play games the way they're meant to be played. In fact, if a dev gives, especially Josh of Let's Game It Out, a key, he's going to abuse it as badly as he can. He's going to try and break that thing. It's like if it's let's say it's a putting out fires game where you are playing as a fire putter outer. God, I cannot talk today. But you're playing a fire person. The first thing he's going to do is just go, I'm supposed to go out and fight fires? No. And he's not going to fight fires as a fire person. If there's another form of person in there, they're going to go fight the fire. And so he'll do that. And then he'll have the fire people going off trying to do other things, everything but fighting fires as the city burns, and he's just doing everything wrong. Perfect game for that, though, is the game Cooking Simulator. I've actually got a key for that, and I've got it, and I should do stuff about that. It is an insane game. And he laughs like an idiot while he's playing that, and it is just frickin' awesome. But it's just, he's got a very infectious, genuine laugh, because when he's laughing and having a good time, you can tell. And that is a very good thing. The other person that I watch, and I've actually, back when I had money, so this was like over a year ago, back when I first started watching him, I guess, I've actually bought one of the games that he played. It was like Wildlife Park or something like that. But when he gets games, he just does the craziest stuff that he can think of to try and break the game. So if you give him a zoo game, he's going to do his best to go, oh, well, we're only supposed to make this into a zoo? Let's see if I first dig a pit down into hell here. And then how about if I add 10,000 zebras? And just breaking things in just crazy, crazy ways. So definitely a good thing. I'm kind of slurring today. My dentures badly need to have, in fact, my upper plate broke because I don't have there's a soft lining you get to make them fit properly, and it has to be redone like every 6 months. I haven't been able to do it for over a year. Because of that, these don't fit. Because of that, they move when I talk. This already broke, so now it's weak, and if I can't hurry up and get them fixed again, then they're gonna break again. So, yay. So I'm sorry for slurring. I'm having big problems with my lower plate right now, and I'm slurring over the top of that. Yay. But mostly just going back to talk about how, yeah, I enjoy the channels where, well, I primarily watch for the people, because there's 1,000 million channels out there where people break the stuff, and that's fine. I mean, one especially, there's like this one fellow goes by the Spiffing Brit, and he finds exploits for any particular game he happens to play. And so that's what he's been doing. His channel has been a mix of exploits and such like that, and just finding another way to exploit it, but then playing the game as a series. And so I watch that fellow because he's entertaining. I like his persona. He talks about, it's like, raise your cup of tea and salute the picture of your queen that you've got above your computer on your desk, and all that. And he's constantly breaking off his videos to say, time to have a tea break. And then it's like, he's not sponsored by Yorkshire tea, but he talks about Yorkshire tea and how you should be drinking your Yorkshire tea. So it's all really good stuff. But he finds, and one of the latest games he was doing, they had patched out an exploit 4 times. So his video was to tell you how to still use that exploit anyway. And so he plays old games, new games. He's exploited Skyrim insanely. If you ever play Skyrim, he showed how to enchant like just 2 forks so that they do like several million points of damage each fork. Crazy, crazy stuff. But I watch him because he's entertaining, and that's... I watch and listen to a variety of channels, and it's not... Everybody has biases. As long as you understand what your biases are, then you can work with your bias so that it doesn't constrain you or affect other people in a negative fashion. Like, I have found that for whatever reason, there are a lot of men's voices that I can just listen to. The variety of men's voices out there to listen to, out of like the pool, out of all the guys that talk on channels maybe this big, and I can comfortably listen to and just put on the background about this many of them. So that's a pretty big pool. But of the women out there, and when I say women, I'm not speaking binary, it's just I'm trying to be quick and easy. I mean, I speak of, trans, non-trans, it's non-binary. But anyway, of the available pool of voices, I find that it's about this many that I can comfortably listen to. Not in any sort of, oh, it's a screechy tone or anything like that. None of the stereotypical things about voices, because most stereotypical stuff is just insulting and demeaning. But just for how my brain is wired, the pool of voices, it's not that it's irritating or bad, it's just they don't do anything for me. And I've got to be invested in what I'm listening to. And if I can't get into the speaker, I'm not going to be listening to what the speaker is saying. So as long as you know your bias, though, and understand your bias and try to work around your bias, then that's fine. And like I said, I have not yet been able to identify what the particular thing is. And it's kind of irritating to me as well, because I like listening to that, well, listen/watch. There's Tamara Chambers, and she's fine. She's got a voice that my brain says, hey, that's a nice voice to listen to. And then there's, oh, I can't even remember her name, but she does commentary type videos about movies and things that are happening on the internet. I can listen to her just fine, but it's just, there are some people, like there's this one PBS science show where there's one of the hosts. When she talks, I can't even listen. There's nothing wrong with her voice. It's just with the wiring or my cultural or upbringing. For whatever reason, when I hear the voice, I'm not being able to get invested enough into it to actually be interested. And I understand it's not the person, it's me. Because after all, when I was in the Air Force, back in 1982, one of the first things they did when we were going through basic and tech school and all that is we had a class where they got us together and they were saying, okay, which one of you is prejudiced? You know, and the one guy immediately threw his hand up in the air while the rest of us were thinking about it. And the instructor there asked him about it, and he was like, yep, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can be as prejudiced as you like, because we all have prejudices. We don't understand a lot of them. As long as you don't act on your prejudice, you are fine. You can have whatever prejudice you like. You can't act on those prejudices, though. The military is very, very regressive. Extremely so. But at the same time, because it has to deal with everybody, from almost, except for the rich, of course, almost, well, except even some of the rich still do volunteer. But they have to, where was my point? You have to be able to mesh, and the military is good, has been good, because there's traditionally everyone from the lowest to the highest economic and social strata, and they've got to work as a unit. You got to work as a team. Yes, there's huge prejudices in there. There's bias that's it's built into the system. But largely because the people, especially the frontline ones, have to work together. You have to work together. You do not act on your prejudices. It's okay to have them. It is not okay to act on them. So, thumbs up, I suppose. I was going to talk about something else that was really affecting me. Oh yeah, it was the fact that the Amazon is being burned right now. When the Amazon is gone in just, 1 or 2 more years, if that, that's 1/5 of the world's oxygen supply gone. That was a huge amount of water going up into the air for rain. Rainfall is going to stop, not stop, but it's going to be severely curtailed. Drought that's bad now is going to get super bad, combined with the heat of the gases that are coming out. In a way, I guess I'm glad I'm not going to be able to see the end, because I do not see the human race being able to survive this one. We are driving head first at maximum speed toward a cliff face. And when you try to talk sense in the people that are driving, they discontinue welding the driver door shut so that no one can stop them from leaning on the accelerator pedal and driving straight for that cliff. And as we get closer, they're making sure to yell now, take off your seatbelts, lean out the windows, and wave your arms, because we're going to hit hard. And I'm sorry for every person that's going to live longer than I'm going to, because your world is not going to be fun. And hey, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as I can. For right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is, you took time to leave a comment. Thank you very, very much. It is appreciated. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And it's a range of 20 to 25, because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my fibro, depression, brain damage from my alcoholism, and more, I'm lucky I can remember that my name is not Reginald P. Farquhar. The P, of course, stands for Sylvester. It's silent P. So let me call up my Chrome. We have Pixel the Man. Thank you very, very much. And Denial, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, always good to see you in the comments. Oh, of course, I got a gnat dive bombing my face there. Lester92, thumbs up and thank you. And then there's a name and comment in Cyrillic, Russian. So I'll have to translate that later, but thank you very, very much. And Arthur Perkle, thank you very much. The Car Guy, greatly appreciated. And then we have Real Big Boy 997, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. I'm reading through my bifocals part now, so I have to lean my head back. Misael Gadiel Castillo Ruiz, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. And Squarey, thumbs up and thank you. Tony Budd, greatly appreciated. Gringo, and then a laughing emoji type thing. And then Hat R, thank you very, very much. Skook Nasty, greatly appreciated. Type, greatly appreciated. And Ties Jurassic, ooh, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very much. Underscore Huranix underscore, thank you very much. And Jack Taylor, greatly appreciated. Giovanni, thumbs up and thank you. Conspo Lopez, good to see you in the comments. Lord, this dick, indeed. And then Paul Walton, thumbs up and thank you. Then we have Connor, thumbs up and thank you very much. And Fake.Shwaracha, thumbs up and thank you very much. On a really weird quick side, because of the name Shwaracha part, the actual person that invented Shwaracha has refused to trademark it or patent it or anything, because he wants as many people as possible to enjoy Shwaracha, so he wants everyone to be able to make it. And so he's just hasn't patented it and such that everyone can enjoy it. Thumbs up. And what am I talking about? And if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Indeed. Thumbs up and thank you. I talk like this all the time. It's not just on the webcam. I'm not quite as animated when the webcam is off, but I talk with my hands and my body. It's like when you say things like, well, of course it's on fire, but it's not on fire. So I talk with my body. It's like it's on fire. It's just not on fire. Context is everything. Anyway, I've got this video, another video, and yeah, it's probably a I need help to not go homeless video coming up. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friends, and that is a very good thing. You have the very best day you can have. I'm going to have the best day I can have. Have a great weekend, and thumbs up.